Welcome back to the Jackie Griffin Show. And as promised, I'm back here with Miss Leary, and we have Thunder with us. And you're going to hear his amazing story. And just so you can open your heart to know that these animals, they're like little people, and they need homes and they need love too. So, Lori, just tell us a lot about Thunder.
I'll tell you what I know about Thunder. Thunder was brought to the Prince William County Animal Shelter as a stray, and he spent 10 days in quarantine waiting to see if his family was going to come and get him, and nobody did. So he was put out for adoption, and they didn't know his name, so they named him Thunder because of his bark. And you could be at the front desk of the shelter just coming in the front door, and if Thunder barked, you knew it was Thunder. It is loud and it is deep, and
Wow.
it is, yeah. And I guess it was a little off-putting to a lot of people that, you know, he'd get excited when people would be walking past the cages, and he'd bark at them, and people would, oh, and they'd run away and stuff, and just really, really overreact. And he just wanted to say hi and, you know, get some attention like the other dogs were getting. But month after month after month, Thunder was ignored and not selected. And we were hosting a My Furry Valentine event on Valentine's Day for people to come in. It was a subsidized adoption event. And Colleen just happened. I don't know if you just happened to be there that day, or, but that's the day that you came in and brought William in to meet Thunder, because she was very familiar with Thunder.
No, see, Thunder was waiting for William.
Thunder was in the holding area when I first met him. When I was, to be honest with you, I believe it was when I was evaluating Ruby. That day that I was there, because I was there for a few hours evaluating several dogs, and he was in holding. So his run was right behind the run I was using to evaluate dogs, and he howled and cried at me, looking at me through the window the entire 3 hours I was there. It was heartbreaking. So when I came back a few months later to evaluate dogs for William, Thunder was still there, and I had to, you know, his demeanor was fantastic, and I evaluated several dogs, and Thunder was one of them, and he passed, obviously, and the funny thing is that when we went to go take him out of his kennel to evaluate him, he ran out of his kennel. He was so excited to be out that he ran out of his kennel and ran into the cattery. And so we were both like, where did he go? And he was in the cattery saying hello to all the cats. But, he was definitely, when I did his evaluation, just as I was talking about earlier with Ruby, very affectionate and wants to initiate affection, and I didn't say any of the history that I had with him. I just introduced William to the dogs that I had passed, and I let him make his decision. And I was beside myself excited when he chose William.
Me
in
too.
the end. I mean, when he chose Thunder in the end. Yeah.
So, William, right?
Yes.
What made you choose Thunder?
Well, I liked him a lot, and he looked so friendly and everything else, and playful, and I was like, okay, it was like love at first sight.
Oh, so how has he changed your life for the better?
For the better, well, basically, I can go out with him, and when we go out, he direct my attention to him, and instead of anything that is out there that could trigger my anxiety and stuff like that. So, I'll take him walking in trails and stuff like that, and he's so peaceful and nice, and so that's how he helps me out.
Would you recommend this program to any of the other wounded warriors?
Yes. Yes, I would. I mean, there's going to be challenges because since you're getting a dog from a shelter, you don't know their past and stuff like that. So you have to be basically like extra patient with the dog, and take your time during the training to not only to train with the dog, but also to get to know the dog. And because if you expect that he's gonna do everything right away, that's not gonna happen. It takes time.
And I think they do a great job at the Prince William Humane Society. They do a great job of training and finding dogs that meet your needs.
Exactly. Yes.
And so it helps out to have that trainer on speed dial to call for certain things. So I think what they're doing is really worthwhile, and it's really a big help, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I basically take him everywhere with me, even to class and stuff like that, and when I'm driving, he sits next to me, and just to have him next to me, I don't feel like I have to be on guard, and he basically calms me down.
Well, I want to say thank you for your service, and I'm so glad that you have not just a companion, but someone who is just like a family member to you, to just help you with the day-to-day task of life. Man, I need me a dog that helps me out when I get all nervous and frantic or whatever. But it's glad.
We can arrange that.
I'm just so excited that you followed your dream. And you followed your heart, really.
Absolutely.
I mean, you were at a job where it paid the bills.
Yeah.
But this was really your goal and your dream, and you made it happen. And that's what we are here and all about at the Jackie Griffin Show, listening to people who dared to go after their dream. And then you're inspiring people, other people that are looking and listening to our program and wanting to go out and do something that's going to make a difference, not just financially, but in the lives of people, helping people, changing lives. And that's what you've done, and your partner have done, in founding this this organization. And I think you have some happy recipients of these awesome dogs, which normally I would be terrified to be in the same room with. But you've really raised my awareness, you and your trainers, on the fact that these dogs, they're like little people, and they want to be loved. And they may look scary, but they're not scary. Yeah. They just want a whole lot of love and affection, and you can train them to fit into your family. And don't be disappointed when they don't do everything perfectly like we don't do everything perfectly.
Exactly.
So I think that what you're doing is awesome, and I think that the building and everything that you want is going to come to pass. And it, you know, wounded warriors, veterans, it's very close to my heart, because they do so much so that we can maintain the freedoms that we have. They sacrifice so much, them and their families.
Absolutely.
And so for you to do what you're doing just to help them and their families adjust to the things that happen when you go to war is awesome. And you should feel really special, you and your trainers and your organization. And I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Thank you for coming to share your stories. Thank you for training these awesome animals. And
we couldn't do it without our trainers. That's for sure. We couldn't.
And just keep following your dream.
Thank you. Thank you. We will.
I'm basically grateful to Colleen and Leary and to the shelter and everything for what they've done for me and getting me Thunder, and sometimes like although I rescued him, he rescued me. Mm-hmm. So and yeah, I
believe you, because like I was telling Lori, my son has 2 dogs, little dogs though. Avery. Hi, Avery. Avery is a Yorkie. And hi, Chancilla. Chance. Chancilla. We call Chance Chancilla. Well, I do call him. I call him Chancilla. And I know when they come around, and sometimes I might be antsy or frustrated or whatever, and they'll just come and just plop in my lap. And I'm like, why are you sitting in my lap? But they sense certain things, and it calms me. So you're making a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for what you're doing, and thank you for training those animals. We'd like to thank you for joining us today on the Jackie Griffin Show. I'm going to let Ms. Leary give you her information again because I think what she's doing is so important. Please, please go to the website, donate your time, your money, anything that you can do to make this happen for our wounded warriors. And just even people who just want to adopt dogs for their families or pets for their families, because like she said, she does have cats. but the cats can't be trained to be a war buddy. But just do it because it's not. It's making a difference in so many people's lives, and that's what we want to do. That's what this show is about. It's about informing you, but it's also about us helping each other to make a difference in this world. So please, Ms. Laura, give your information, your website, so everyone can run to the their computers and start donating right now.
Wonderful. It's Prince William Humane Society, so it's www.pwhumane.org. And that's our webpage. Our Facebook page is the same, facebook.com/pwhumane.org. And excuse me, you can contact me directly at Lori, Lori, at pwhumane.org as my email. And we would love to hear from you. If you know anyone that can use a dog, a service dog or a therapy dog, please give us a call. Go to our website, go under the Warrior Buddies tab and fill out the application and questionnaire. And of course, donations, sponsorships, volunteers, and fosters are greatly needed and appreciated. So we thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of our show today. And everybody say goodbye to Thunder. Come on, Thunder. Say goodbye to your audience. They're all looking at you.
I wish he'd bark just once for you.
There you go, Thunder.
Sit.
Thank you so much for being a part of our show today. And we'll see you next week on the Jackie Griffin Show. Say bye, Thunder.
He's so sweet. He's so sweet. He's a sweet boy.
Thank you for being a part of the Jackie Griffin Show today. I hope that you were informed, you were transformed, and you understand that we cannot do any of this without each other. So please donate your time, your talents to the Prince William
Humane Society
with Miss Leary and her staff, and also remember to that no one should be homeless, especially not veterans. So please, please also donate to Operation Renewed Hope, a foundation that was started by Miss Deborah Snyder, a retired veteran. We thank you, and we'll see you next week on the Jackie Griffin Show.